Feel me like a Hellcat.
Hey folks, welcome back to the wonderful world of Minecraft. We are finally on a 1.18 server. We've had it for about a couple of weeks now, and as usual I've gotten carried away. I wanted to do a build from day one thing. In fact, I started recording one, but well, I just got, I went 4,000 or 5,000 blocks and got carried away, and it just ended up being boring. Like, there was nothing for me to really show you, but I ended up playing a lot in my spare relaxing time, and as you can see, I've been busy. Kind of busy, yeah. Welcome to my little corner of Skyrim. Yes. I will show you all of this in due time, as we nearly fall off the dock there. That'd be a bad start. But let me just hop across here for you to see this correctly. Welcome to my beautiful woodland home. I'm about 27,000 blocks from spawn. Yes. And it is quite pretty. I need to remember not to fall off anything without my armor on, because, well, I have feather falling on that, I don't hear. So, interior is still a work in progress. I've not filled it out as much as I'd like to. But we have a kitchen area. And we have it upstairs. Still not fully finished out. A balcony. You've got to have a nice place to look at the river, which I had to do a bit of terraforming to fix it. But, of course, I've got my entire suit of armor there. And most importantly, we have our enchanting room in the attic. Up in the bell tower at the back. And the actual attic space I'll do something with eventually. It looks pretty bare in here. That's because the actual truth of the home is back here. Yes. We have the smeltery, the storage, tools, everything we could possibly need. Spare armor, the mine, all the way down there. Diamond is a lot further down these days. We have our nether portal. My kind of more surface mine. That's my pet fox that lives in the house. Don't question him. He's around, as are the cats. But this is my kind of coal and iron levels mine. The other one over there is for diamond and other ores that go a little bit deeper. And, of course, that's not frozen this time. That's a good start. Whee! Up we go. This will show you a nice view of the actual whole valley itself, but we're up on that hill. You saw the tower at the start, looking up. Well, that's where we are. I will take us up to the very tippity top of this. And all this is done in creative mode, by the way. This is all by hand in creative mode. And you'll see down here, there's my home. There's the Blacksmith Shop, the bridge, the road through town, the tavern, and a house I'm building. I'm going to be building a couple more houses, but this is all me. This is all mine. I just get a great joy from building. It is my great pleasure in Minecraft, and I really enjoy it. Now, as you'll see up here, we've got a little village just off there. Yes, I have elytras now. Gorgeous little village just here on the steps. I didn't even notice it was here till I'd already built most of the stuff I was doing, so that's nice to find out about. But as you'll see as we crest over here, this area here, all of this was originally a huge chasm in the landscape, which I had to repair at great effort. Oh, I'm still getting used to flying properly, so we'll try and land on the main street here, and we'll have the tour. Oh god. I nearly died. That was horrific. Anyway, yeah, elytra can be very dangerous if you don't know how to use them properly. Welcome to the tavern. Yes, this is the tavern in the town. Built it up, and we have a full interior in this thing. A bar. A kitchen. These are actually mine carts inside, getting like cauldrons on top of little fires, so it all works out at the end. It looks about right. And a back door, which is next to no use, but I figured I'd best put one in. Now the upstairs, all the tables and chairs here. The upstairs is not anything right now. I've not decided what to do with this yet. Maybe I'll divide it up into little rooms so it can be like an inn where people can stay. That's probably what we'll do. We'll make individual little bedrooms and have people somewhere to stay. We have the big townhouse. I'll be making a bunch of small single-story ones along this row as well. Got an area for some storage. These are actually lectern with that on top. I quite enjoy those. Didn't need to put an interior in this yet, because I really haven't got a purpose for one. So, right now, it's just empty. There's a little balcony at the back, which is really cool because where I chose to build it, there's access to a beautiful, beautiful lush cave, which I'll show you in a second. Lush caves are one of the best parts of 1.8. There's so much beauty around this world. The attic, the little side window. I have to be careful to fall off things these days because of lack of feather falling, because my armor's not on. Oh, there we go. Spending all my levels and upgrades of equipment and things. So yes, lush caves are a stunning feature of the new, later version of the game. And I believe I still have my clippers on me because I'll need some of these. Nah, I fell in the hole. Oh, I fell in that. Okay, this will let me climb out. We'll need this because I'll be showing you some of how I create this kind of appearance and environment that I work on with a lot of my builds. I like to go for a very rustic, overgrown look with everything I do. I think it adds a lot to the kind of ambiance of... Oh god. Yeah, let's get out of there. I've not got my armor on. In fact, you know what? Let's go put our armor back on. I think that would be wise. Let's at least put most of it back on, shall we? Even if I can't put the chest piece on right now. Need to. I've just got mending put on that so I can actually use it properly. But, yeah, skeletons when I haven't got my armor on can be quite annoying. When I have it on, they're completely fine. Now, I'll be doing some weathering on the tower up there, you'll see, in a short while. But we built a blacksmith... Yeah, they die all the time. A blacksmith shop here. Some armor being worked on, a quench. We've got an anvil, of course, and the forge itself using some lava. Got step pieces to make the lid and the top. It to kind of add some extra dimension and a very Norse-style central cooking area or heating area. I'll need to break out this beam and actually make a smokestack in the roof for it, of course. Necessary feature, but there you go. Right now, there's not a ton around here other than what we've built. Behind the tavern, the lake wraps around to this side. And you'll see just around this bend, a big bow lake. Which does look like an actual natural oxbow lake, kind of created in a reverse formation, where it's kind of gone round and it's cut through and sunken in. But one of the best things is the caves now in the new build. Things go really, really deep. Oh, hi, drowned. Don't mind if I just kill you. They take longer to kill than anybody else, apparently. And yes, I have, of course, beautiful, beautiful shaders on, giving me gorgeous shafts of light through the darkness of the underwater area. And you see there a small waterfall cascading down the face of the hillside. So I've created a nice, beautiful pond next to the tavern in town. So, to me, Minecraft's all about the aesthetic, and we've got this beautiful weathered road that I'm building through town. I'll be putting more buildings to the side here and to over there. But nothing too crazy. I want to keep it looking minimal, but also maybe add some more wooden buildings, some single-story dwellings, to have this big part of town here in the middle, maybe a shop or two. But the overall goal is to go for something very minimalist and rustic. I like the idea of a bigger settlement was here once, but kind of time has changed and different kind of eras have blended together, like parts of an older civilization for the road and this bridge, for example. Coupled with expansions and newer civilizations, very kind of rusticy Norse inspirations in places where I can. It's Minecraft, it can be hard at times. But, okay, so we have got some of the vines, which are the important part of this. I need to go grab some bushes, or I should say leaves, really. Because that's what these are. Okay, we've got many over here, but I will have more this way. Not there. Ton of saddles from raids somehow. Only have 5 spruce leaves, that is disappointing. I'm pretty sure I had more than that. It appears I did not. I have lots of everything else. Ah, there we go, spruce leaves. That's what I was looking for. I knew I had them somewhere. The toy box, yes. It's been busy. And when you have efficiency 5, fortune 3, mending and breaking 3 on a pickaxe, and you have efficiency 4. I need to get efficiency 5 on the shovel. And yeah, things get real easy in this game. I've been focusing on actually leveling this time through and getting a lot higher up. So I could take the normal way up there, but we're going to take the fun way. Okay, I'm getting used to my elytra now. Now, did I bring scaffolding? I did. Excellent. Okay, we have scaffolding. So, of course, the first trick is to decide where I'm going to start putting things. And I won't do the whole building right now, but as an example, we'll throw some scaffolding up here. And the first step I'm going to take is I'm going to break out one of these step pieces here. Because I need to do that to actually put some overgrowth on the building. Give it that appearance of being a bit more kind of lived in. Add some kind of age. Now, this is just a temporary exit I put in place just to stop mobs wandering in, which are a constant hassle, of course. Anyone who plays Minecraft will know. But once you start chucking in some shrubbery, everything starts to look a little nicer. Just a small amount can make a big difference when it comes to weathering. And if I were to go, doop, and maybe a little bit of a doop, with maybe a small slice of doop, that'll grow and it'll fill out our design. So as to go further up here and do something similar, I'd knock out one of these bottom pieces and I will just go tink and put one there. And I knock this all the way down to the ground, and I somehow didn't pick up any of the scaffolding because it was over there. And we start to get this really nice, worn-looking tower. We'll do more of it, of course, another time, not right now. But I think it's a good start in terms of direction of... I heard something gripe at me. Oh, it's the goddamn thing. Yeah, they have been here the entire time since their boss was around. I need more of your stuff. Gimme. Thank you. Yep, things get a lot easier to kill once you get further. Oh god, I hear a suicide shrub behind me. Good job I dodged that. Time to go home and sleep through the night, I think. Okay, so we're at spawn, and, well, it's a Norse village, or it started out as a Norse village, and someone decided to stick some flags up. They're highly inappropriate, I realise. Don't agree with it, but there you go. Thankfully, Minecraft won't let you make that flag. But it's a Norse village because the area is a spruce pine forest, so a village was built around spawn to allow people to get their start doing things like using the tables, tools, and there are tons. It's even a whole... And Kiwi is our server god. At the moment, he's in charge of managing the Minecraft server, so he runs around in creative mode, making things like the villager supermarket, where you can go to villager and trade with another one and get things like books and various things. Or if we... Hello! Yes. I can buy emeralds for various prices and get books of mending and almost any book you'd really want to, apart from some of the more rare ones, of course. It's a piece of steak. Now, you see this. I see your eye going to it. There is twofold here. There is the special drop tower. Climb to the top, drop from world top to world bottom if you aim properly. You can get the caverns to cliffs, or cliffs to caverns achievement for going top to bottom. Now, as Kiwi is our lord and master of the server, he's a bit of a god in the server. If you're nice to him, he will not smite you. If he does not like you, he will smite you. If you annoy him, he will smite you. Basically, he's a fickle god. What do gods need? They need places for people to pray. So one morning whilst Kiwi was asleep in the land of Down Under, Grayson and I built him a statue. Yes, this is a sheep, one of the animals of his native New Zealand, being helped out of some mud by a kind citizen. Yes, and it says Kiwi on it, so it must be true. Indeed. Yes, no, we left a chest here for people to drop off blocks of wool as offerings to the god. He only smited me twice for creating that, so he must have liked it somehow. I believe that's Alison's house down there, and just over here we have a, for some reason, children's playground, which is kind of weird. And we have the roller coaster. Yes, a playground. Not sure why, but we do. Alright, this has to be set on here. Alright, let's go for a ride, shall we? Yes. This is the spawn coaster. And as you can see down there, that is the whole of the spawn village that was created. And how big the sheep is. But this takes us all the way up here, up the drop tower, which you can jump down and survive, to Bobby's Dragon Ball Z house he's building on top of it. Because he's also creative. The rest of us plebs have to survive in survival mode. But the fun part is, you get to go some big drops. But the best part of what really shows you what the new Minecraft is like, for those who haven't played it, of course, for those who have, you already know it, but when you have people in creative that can make things, you can have roller coasters that do this. Yes, that dropped all that way. Because it went track to track, no damage. And we get a beautiful tour of all the way down to level 3. In fact, lower than that. Through beautiful caverns. Honestly, this is a really fun ride. I do this every time I come to spawn. Just the beauty of this roller coaster going through all these environments. As I nearly got attacked by a skeleton there. Through a geode. Even further down. We bottom out at about -9. No, -10. We go as low as -12. The world goes out to -58, which is the best place to find diamonds these days. Up into another lush cave. And this should take us all the way out to the surface, I believe. As the world got stuck for a second. And then we end up here, and it takes us on part 2. Which is arguably slightly scarier. Because you end up going around that. Yeah, I believe Bobby said something like Master Yoshi or something from Dragon Ball Z. I have no idea. I never watched Dragon Ball Z. Anybody who's a fan of the series might get what it's based on, but I have no idea. The Sky Gods with their creative mode can do what they want, I guess. The rest of us peasants have to just survive and dig every chunk of rock we want out of the universe. But this down here is what the world was like around spawn when it first was built. We cleared out the area around it after a couple of raids, became incredibly toxic to deal with because of all the mobs in the trees. So we pulled the trees back, which was great if you wanted lots and lots of spruce wood. This will dump us back exactly where the roller coaster started in a second, so that's useful. I'm not sure what I'm planning to build next in Minecraft, but I will show you what I built first when we got to this server. Because there's only one way to access my old house now, because I just don't live anywhere near it. I live 28,000 blocks away from spawn. The only way back is through the Nether. Yes, there is a... For everyone who lives in the first 5,000 or 6,000 blocks of spawn, we'll be going there in a second, they have their houses connected through a Nether Highway, which is very useful. Let's go visit it, shall we? Now, the Nether Highway is basically built on top of the Nether. You can glitch your way up there. Or if you're a server god, you can just go up there. Which meant that nether portals were relocated to allow for easier transit. As if we try to get through here without looking at too much of Kiwi's cursed images. Nah, not paying attention. Totally not offended for my people at all by this place. Ah, the nether. Okay, wonderful. Let's go in. Okay, so we're on the Nether Highway, which is an ice road on top of the Nether. And with a boat, you get to go silly fast if you mind out for iron golems and cats. Whee! believe that's Trevor's house back there. There's a few more down this way. Now we'll be taking the left here, which does require some forethought and stopping distance. But with ice, of course, blocks stop things spawning directly up here, which is actually useful. But once you have a boat, you can go ludicrously fast. Ice highways in Nether are probably the fastest way to travel, because Nether distance is shorter than overworld distance. Aha, here we are. Always pick up your boat. Yep, this is my place. Let's go through, shall we? Or my old place, I should say. When I first got into the server, I'd done a bunch of things. I'd done a Wild West town. I'd done a Japanese house. I thought I'd make a Mexican adobe village. I thought it'd be very nice. Jake, Taylor, and I lived here when we first started in the server. And it was fun. You know, it was our nice little farm and our animals. And I built these houses into the actual hillside. We're near Michael's place. In fact, is Michael still in the server? He is. We'll have to go visit his spot soon. But this one here is mine. Of course, there's a little roof garden and a few bits and pieces, but this is my first proper home, and of course we had the kitchen. There was a lot more stuff in here, but I've moved all of it out to my new place, of course. And the bedroom. The bathroom. I like making my interiors nice. The work area. And the kelp farm. Because self-sustaining fuel, am I right? Did this fill up? No, because I've not been here, so it's actually not been cycling in this chunk. But essentially, it's just, you know, observers and redstone and pistons, and you two can make a kelp farm. Let's go visit Michael, shall we? We'll head outside and try and find him. He has been crazy on his side of the server, so... Michael should just be over here, I believe. Yep, there's his ridiculous clock tower. Yep, so we're on top of Michael's tower here. Let's get to the very top of this. You can look down at the silliness he's created. So this is his villager trading hall down here, full of all the villagers you can then abuse. The airport, yes, that's an actual airport with glowing, flashing beacons. This server has become ridiculous now. We actually switched from hosting it ourselves on the AG servers to actually using an actual official hosting service, which has meant the performance has gone up ridiculously so. And we can do stupid things like this. Like redonkulous towers. Airports. Beacons, beams. Whole fields. His special potion shop over there. Massive fields there. I think we're going to come in short for the runway. No, we're going to nail this, actually. There we go. We landed. Of course, we've got the Bifrost Bridge from, you know, Thor. The Big L's medicinal potion emporium. Many coloured sheep. And a gorgeous glowing sign over here. I don't know, I just love touring these places in Minecraft. We've done such ridiculous stuff with the server. It's just gotten so excessive, but in a fun way. Where are the villagers? Did they run off? I'm pretty sure they did. Either way, it's getting dark now, and I'm sure you're all tired of the tour. But in the next series of videos on Minecraft, you'll of course get to see a lot more stuff that goes on in the actual server, and the things we get up to, and things I'm going to build next, because I have some huge building plans. But hopefully you enjoyed my little guided tour of our wonderful world here in 1.18, and I hope you'll join me again soon. Bye!